It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was the part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
This will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 right at the 30. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Caught by the tight end Ertz.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Right back to Sanders on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
5 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Oh, what a a juke into space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And This is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The first running back drafted in April, this is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the carry.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Mahomes to throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
First down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Jake Elliott on 4.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Chiefs 3-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught at about the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The score, Eagles.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And this carries into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way out to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Juan Winfrey, incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
For the Chiefs,
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Hill on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Chiefs 17. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Miles Sanders.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs 17.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And
on 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Goodwin.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
Miles Sanders.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Chris Harris with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's back to throw here to start the drive. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
46-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
42-yard line.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And an Eagle first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Wentz on the bootleg. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Complete. Miles Sanders there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line. The
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
taken down.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards.
First down, Eagles. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.